Anyway, I'd like to address Jay's rant. I finally got to see his ranting, having to do with the seizure situation. But I'm not going to talk about the seizure thing. I'm going to talk about his accusations toward me, saying that I ran away from a civil lawsuit and ran away to the Philippines. Well, first of all, Jay, steer your boat in the right direction. You would make a good captain. The fact is, I was in the Philippines, not in Hawaii, which is the United States, if you haven't figured that out yet, when a judge had made a decision on a civil, I must say and emphasize the word civil case, Jay, civil, not criminal. I was already in the Philippines. Nobody ran away from Hawaii. And unless, all that drinking and cigarettes have impaired your memory, you'll understand that there was a COVID situation going on. And when Philippines gave the go ahead to be able to return me and thousands of other people who got stuck in another country, all pilgrimaged, they all came back to the Philippines where they lived. That's what I did. Nobody ran away from nothing. In fact, I appeared on Zoom. No, it wasn't just Allo playing his game. I appeared on Zoom. Unfortunately, without scheduling that, although technically, uh, I made an appearance, but I was not in Hawaii at the time, Mr. Stillman. Just to get that straight, your boat's way off course on this, and it's a civil judgment. It's not criminal. I could go back in Hawaii anytime I want. Anywhere in America, I could dance in front of the police department. I've used that expression before. I'm not going to be arrested. It gets turned over to a collection agency. So get your information straight, Mr. Stillman, just to get that straightened out. I was not in Hawaii when a judge had made the decision. And basically, it was a judgment that was based on non appearance physically in the courtroom. It wasn't based on evidence because I was not able to present my evidence in regarding that particular matter. Just to enlighten you, Mr. Stillman, too much drinking is clouding your brain. I was already in the Philippines. Nobody ran away from Hawaii. I finished up my business there, maintained the house, did painting, got the house sold, found the buyer, went home, and I collected my check. When they gave the go ahead, of course, there was certain paperwork and Q codes and all this crap that you had to go through, proving that you had the particular inoculations and so forth. I went back to the Philippines because I was gone for over a year from being with my mate. Nothing more complicated than that. So don't turn the words around, Jake. You would not make a captain of a ship because you drive it into a fucking wall. And you sound awfully concerned about the issue of the epilepsy. Why did you have to prove yourself if that didn't happen? Why did you continually, your whole show was doing like a Barry routine of repeating yourself over and over again? Now, where I did catch you in a lie, you said, you check Medicare. You can check my records. No, because it wouldn't be on Medicare if you were in the Philippines when it happened. Because the Philippines does not take Medicare, Mr. Stillman. What kind of a bloke are you, man? I'm not that stupid. You can't get Medicare in the Philippines. So what records? Of course. There's not going to be any records. Nothing on Medicare, like you said. Check my Medicare. Show me if there's anything on there. Can't do that. Can't do that. And so big deal. In your 40 somewhat years, it didn't happen to you in Australia, kangaroo country, down under. Who says it couldn't happen to you when you made a trip to the Philippines? No, there's no particular video, but there was enough videos, people talking about it. It was a big incident, Mr. Stillman. Don't sit there with your fucking bottle of booze and your 3 packs of smokes, already brain damaged from the chemistry from both of them, which, I could see happening, especially the booze, anyway. Why are you so scared? I mean, you kept on repeating yourself repeatedly. It's just boom, 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 boom. All you had to say was one sentence. Say, no, I did not have what you define as a seizure that maybe was from Medicare. Are you going to deny? Let's say it wasn't a seizure. Are you also going to deny that you had a condition that was caused by medication? Well, at least that's what your good buddy Barry said. So which is it? Which is it? I don't want to hear your story. Which is it? Yeah. Love to hear your story, Jay. But look, let me tell you something. You are so fucking insignificant to me. Don't worry about whether you had a seizure or not, Jay, because personally, I don't really care. But you seemed pretty adamant about spending a half an hour on a show, repeating yourself over and over again when one sentence would have done it. You trying to hide something? Look, I don't care if you had a seizure or whatever it was. I don't give a fuck. Because you're a very sensitive guy. Are you gonna? Well, let me ask you a question. Are you going to deny that you broke down on camera? I think a lot of people have that video. Are you going to deny that one? I'm asking you a question. I want to see what your answer is to this. Because I know my audience out there, they've seen that. And I wish somebody would come forward with that video. I don't care who you are. Send it to my email. When you broke down on camera, and I can't take this anymore. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You're a very sensitive man. You mean you let these trolls get to you in that way? I think this happened after Allo came and his associates came out with that campaign to knock the death of your father. Now, look, I would admit I was on your side with that. You remember that. I was on your side with that. I certainly was. I spoke out about that. I said that was wrong. That was really wrong. I didn't have to come to your side on that one. I didn't have to. I could have joined the others and said you're a creep. And it's a good thing they would ever happen to your father. I'm not the type of guy. I would have said that. But they attacked the shit out of you and your father's death and made a mockery out of it. Who was on your side then, Jay? I was. I was on your side. So cut your crap. Figure which side of the fence you're on. Maybe you'll build up your legs from jumping from that fucking fence from side to side. Maybe something good will come out of you. Build up some leg muscles or something. But please deny, right now, please deny on your next show, please deny that you didn't have a breakdown on camera. Deny it. I dare you. As your hillbilly associate would say, a triple dog dare ya. A triple dog dare ya. You had a breakdown on fucking camera. And I wish somebody, I don't have the video, but everybody knows it's the truth. And if anybody wants to send me that video, send it to my email. And we'll play it for Jay. Just to show who's full of shit and who's not. So my question to you is a yes or no. Very simple question. Did you not have a breakdown on camera, Mr. Jay Stillman? Yes or no? Are you going to lie about that? Because there's a lot of people out there that will say different. A lot of people, and I'm one of them. Mind your own fucking business too. Make your little trips to the Philippines and pick up all these women that you want to pay for, because you can't get a fucking woman on your own. I wonder why. Because you got a nasty reputation, sir, by your own demonstration. We've heard you on camera talking down about Filipinos and what they're only good for. So how could you sit on your fucking laurels and pretend to be a gentleman type of expat? To you, Filipinos are just a piece of meat. You've said it. We've heard it. And it was disgusting. Many videos you're going to display, you got 3 fucking Filipinos over your place. Were you having a tea party, Jay? Oh, dude, and biscuits? Oh, fuck. Let's not forget the biscuits. Were you having a tea party, Jay? No, you weren't having a goddamn tea party. No, you weren't. So stop resting on your fucking high laurels. You don't have any laurels, Jay. You're just as fucked up as the other people. They all have skeletons in their closets. And you're going to point your nicotine-stained finger to me, the captain of a ship that has no fucking guidance, no navigation skills at all with your goddamn thoughts, except crashing in a fucking wall constantly, chasing your fucking ass, trying to look like a real He-Man by displaying all these women every time you meet him and you pay for them. That ain't a real fucking man. I don't know what you're trying to prove. Real men don't have to prove they're a real man. They don't have to buy these women, have companies say, look at me. Look at these chicks I have in the Philippines. Wow, I'm a real fucking He-Man, mate. I'm a He-Man, mate. Look at the girls I have over here. Because you fucking paid for their company. Booze. Cash. What you fucking talk about? Resting on your laurels. You got no laurels. So don't fucking talk about me. I'm this and I'm that. And you don't know shit what's going on. And like I started off to say, I was in the Philippines, sucker. I was in the Philippines. I didn't run away from Hawaii. My maintenance shit was over on the house. I found a buyer. They opened up the doors to the Philippines where I live. And I simply went back home and took the opportunity, and so would anybody else. That's it. Nobody was running away from anything. I could have continued this on Zoom, which is what I did. But the judge did not accept it. Little to my knowledge that it had to be pre-scheduled. All I know is that the court clerk gave me the Zoom number, and I did exactly what they said. And I did appear on camera. I did appear. Nobody ran away from anything. You fucking fool. You're just as bad as your mate. You guys are really a lot alike. You and your mate that you lived with for how long? Picked up each other's little habits. Searching for women all the time. I remember all this talk about how you guys shared women. You said that, actually, not him. You were sharing women. You're a fucking male chauvinist, really, by your behavior, man. I would say you were. That's my opinion. Why come to the Philippines and just be one of these fucking expats who just really disrespect Filipinos? Because you do. People have been listening to you as long as they've been listening to me, and they've heard all your shows. They've seen them. We got all these women over there trying to show what a real man you are. If you were a real man, you'd respect these Filipinos. You'd find a real girlfriend and settle down. Not having multiple partners and taking money out of your pocket to pay for their company. Isn't that what you did? Would I be lying? No, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be lying at all. So as far as your laurels, fuck your laurels, Jay. You got no laurels and you got no fucking morals. Enough said.